Joe Rauban says that they have uncovered the Sultana's whereabouts, and he wants you, by which I mean both of you, to go to the Waking Sands right away to help with the investigation. Come, old. Pressing through Ishgard's plight, pressing though Ishgard's plight may be, our presence here will not serve to hasten the Mana Cutter's completion. Let us return to the troubled lands of Thanalan and lend what aid we may. Taharu, if our friends of the congregation send a message to Estinien, tell him we've identified a solution to our problem, but it will take some time to prepare. As you wish, Master Alphano. Waking Sands, Warrior of Light, 'tis past time Ul'dah was delivered from this darkness. Yeah, honestly, this quest line is kind of like how I feel. Like, as soon as I solve one problem, I get another. I had some, like, pressing house repairs that needed to be done. I broke my controller, which, you know, kind of pales in comparison, but, you know, causes a real problem when, you know, you care deeply for your streaming ability. I've got a vacation to plan with the children. I'm going to take them back to my homelands in the snowy mountains so that they may meet their ancestors who are still alive somehow. Great Grandma Sugarheart to them. She is in her 90s.
Thank you for coming.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higiri and her ministrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
I gather you have made progress in the search for Her Grace.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Dulala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery. There, I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
It lends some weight to Dulala's claims, aye. Her Grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it. The lady in waiting, Meriel. We sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar. But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands. We must be prepared for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, Warrior of Light? Will you lend me yours?
Okay.
Then I pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friends, for Nanamo and for Ul'dah!
He's looking good. His face is looking a little dirty, though. Did we not give him a shower out of prison? Our target is Meriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting. woman of Midlander heritage. I am told the two of you have met. Our sources indicate that she left the palace shortly after the incident and quietly rejoined the dwindling population of the Silver Bazaar. I suggest we begin by questioning the market's residents. I can confirm Muriel is still in hiding there. Okay. The Silver Bazaar, is that a place or is that the name of the marketplace in Ul'dah? I think it's actually just a place, right? Yeah. It has been a long time. Is there a chocobo porter? It's in the overworld out in Western Thanalan? Yeah, it's been a while. Oh, you don't go there, do you? What do you mean you don't go there? Chocobo porter right there. Maybe I've never been there? The name sounds so familiar. I've probably been playing this game for a year now. Or close to it. Southwest corner, yeah. We're on our way. I've got these lovely little quest markers on the mini-map pointing me straight to it. I'm just surprised we didn't have a chocobo keep locked on. It would have been a nice little rest for my hands. Trying to take it easy and be a little more casual. Because it's been a stressful week. Well met, traveler. Might I interest you in a chocobo porter? Yes. See, that's better. Except you don't go to the Waking Sands? Am I missing someone in the chain? I've got Horizon. Interesting. Do I know of any returning residents? Gods, don't tell me they're starting to come back. My masters would not be pleased to hear this. Kickapoo. I loved you in The Pick of Destiny. And what brings you to our lonely little hamlet? I believe the arrival of our entourage just about doubled in population. Looking for Muriel, you say? You're hoping to lure her back to Ul'dah. You may as well give up now. The girl's done with city life. Danielle. I love the spelling. Muriel, aye, she's here. Left the city for good, she says. Barely leaves her house, though. It's one of the closest to the market entrance. All right. There's a bird making a lot of noise out of my window. I was thinking it was in-game ambience for a second. I'm like, man, what an annoying sound. But nah. Just straight up a kookaburra, like right outside my window.
You are Muriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting?
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me. General Aldin!
We will have the truth from you, girl.
Mayhap 'twould be better coming from me.
Lolarito, you'd best talk fast.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a facade, a means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity Omega. When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambitions. I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn, a new, more pliable puppet to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim.
Oh?
'Twas plain that Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
And what of Nanamo?
Oh, I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Mariel here to administer a potent sleeping potion.
In her place.
You should
Sorry.
know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware of my plan. I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
You conniving little worm! You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruit had sworn to serve!
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board. Ilberd was mine. Truth be told, a significant proportion of the Braves' initial endowment was also mine. With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather trifling matter to disguise my own contribution. Ah, Ilberd. I secured his services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire.
It's true, he won't shut up about it.
Unlike you, General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers. Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland, amongst other things. What was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes, an overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laughed. Alas, Ilberd's entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended. Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive, and preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger?
The hells we will! Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teledji Adeledji without trial? Though you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law. If you would, Lord Lolorito?
Man, these little potatoes. We just julienne them right now.
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation. You will find Her Grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
I like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
Rauban Aldin, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. The citizens of Uldar shall once more be united under Nanamo Ulnamo, and together we shall usher in a new age of prosperity.
Everything feels as uncomfortable as it looks. Like, it would still be nice to, like, hear from Muriel. And, yeah, I still kind of want to chop Lolorito in half. It just feels prudent to do it now. By the 12, I feared Lord Lolorito's arrival would have heralded another bloodbath. Little did I suspect that he, of all people, would gift us the means to rouse the Sultana. Hey, good morning, buddy.